What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back again. This is take 2 after a horrific OBS crash. And yes, we are back though. Thank you guys who have returned after our little OBS incident. OBS crashed and it decided to not even allow me to completely force quit the task. So I had to completely restart my entire computer. And now we are back, which means I have wasted the last 30 minutes going through that. But anyways, we are here on X-Plane 11 in New Orleans. This is the new New Orleans scenery by Vertical Simulations, and it looks incredible. But also, the main thing that I'm really excited about, I mean, I'm excited about the scenery too, but the thing I'm excited about as well is the new AI traffic by Just Flight. I think it's entitled Traffic Worldwide or Traffic World. Let me find out exactly what it's called before I misquote that. Traffic Global by Just Flight. And so yes, this plugin is actually $52.99, pretty high there in the price. But we'll take a look here. So I'm not gonna go completely through it again. We did this in my first attempt. We're just gonna get straight to this flight, and we'll talk more about it and see more about it here soon. But if you don't know what this plugin is, it injects AI traffic into your simulator. Somebody was asking about how does it do on frames, as far as how does it hurt your frames really bad? And surprisingly, no, it actually doesn't. It may take off like 1 or 2 frames away from me, maybe 1 or 2. But I have the density turned all the way up, and the quality of the aircraft looks really good too. It looks like they're all PBR textured as well. So I mean, it's a pretty good job there. But let's go and get the aircraft started and get going with what we got going on today. Before we run into any more issues. So we're gonna go down to performance in it. We're in the ZBell 737-800 United. Today's flight's gonna be from New Orleans to Houston, Texas. Again, the New Orleans scenery by Vertical Simulations. Scenery in Houston will be free download, by the way. So reserves, we go back with 1.0 for now. Cost index, let me find out what that is. I should already know that. 38 is our cost index. Today's flight's gonna be about an hour long. That's gonna be the how long our flight is supposed to take. We'll be cruising at 36,000 feet. That's 360. We'll go to our N1 limit page. We'll get the outside air temperature, which is plus 22 degrees Celsius. Takeoff flaps 5. Get our center of gravity and then get our V speeds. Thankfully, the plane does all that for us. Super extremely basic flight plan today. We'll be departing runway 11. I don't know what the AI traffic are going to be using. I also don't know how it determines where the AI traffic, what runway it uses. It'd be nice, I guess, if you could kind of like somewhere in the plugin. I don't know how that would work, but it'd be really cool if you could actually say, all right, we're using this runway today. So I assume it's going to be using the wind information, or maybe it's going to be using real world data. Who knows? But let's see. Who is that? Leah. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Glad to have you. Pacific Aviation. Good to see you. Josh, welcome back. Bristol Aviation. Yes, sir. We were having OBS problems. CJ Hollister. Good to see you as well. Dumb Leopard. Welcome to the stream. Let's go with 11. I think 11 makes sense. Runway 11. Hope you guys are doing well today on this beautiful hump day. We'll do 11. We can change that later if we need to. That's, again, super basic flight plan today. Basically, one waypoint and an arrival. And that one waypoint is the transition into arrival. And that one waypoint is JPEG. Juliet Echo, Papa Echo Golf. And from there, we're going to hop on the NC arrival into Houston. There's JPEG, and we'll take ILS 08 left because that will get us pretty close to my house. Because again, if you don't know, Houston is my hometown. If you don't know that by now, you probably haven't been around for long. But that's all good. We welcome all the newcomers. Flight's gonna be only an hour today. Is it hard to do FMC? Not after you've done it hundreds of times. It's pretty, especially the default X-plane. All right, I think that's all we need to do there. Check on our legs page. And it looks good. Cool. Alright, so thankfully we have a super simple flight plan and not too much to do as far as programming today in the FMC. I'm going to set the program mode on the right FMC. We got the fuel tanks are already full filled. We're already boarding. I will go set the start leg here, and that'll get the boarding process started. And we'll get the APU turned on. Josh, this is New Orleans, or KMSY by Vertical Sim. You can already hear that, actually, in my left ear. It sounds like that Embraer next to us is starting up. Another interesting fact, let me turn that down. I might have to go to the settings to turn that down. Let's see, X-Pilot. No, traffic global. We are on VATSIM, by the way, in addition to having all this AI traffic out here. Internal volume. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so if I'm in the aircraft, I don't want to be hearing it like super loud, so we'll turn it like way down. That's good. But I do like the fact that I can hear it. That's good news. So I'll turn my actual game sound back up. All right. What up, Vertical? Good to see you, man. I gotta say, man, salute, bro. Salute. This scenery is incredible. I love... One thing I noticed, bro, check this out. We're gonna look over here. Check this out. Look at this lady. I saw this earlier when I was testing out the scenery. Can you guys see that? The lady in the freaking jetway, like the gate agent. It's hilarious. I have a friend of mine. He's a gate agent. And anyway, it just reminded me of him. But I just laughed whenever I looked to my side and actually saw a person there. I know it's only a picture, but still, it's legit. But great job on it. I can tell you more about how I feel about it later. But right now, I just want to get the flight going. We've already had quite a few delays. But I think what I was trying to say earlier was as APU is ready to go. Even though OBS crashed, we left. It took me probably 5 minutes to get the stream back up. But the flight schedule didn't change. So the traffic global flight schedule is still exactly the same. It still has the exact same planes going to the exact same places, the same arrivals, same departures. So I think it's basing it off of like a real world schedules. So if you leave the sim and come back, those flights will still be leaving at the same time. So our nearest departure was supposed to be at 12:39, which is actually it's just passed. So that plane should already be taxiing to take off, or you may already be in the air to Denver to E170. So anyways, it didn't change. So it's just a pretty cool, interesting little thing that happens there. Feurum TV, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day as well, man. All right, let me get this aircraft started, and I'll answer some more of you guys' questions. I don't want to take forever here on the ground, like I always do. All right, let's see. Flight plan's ready. Seatbelt signs are on. Flight attendants are doing their thing. We'll go ahead and welcome everybody aboard. Let the co-pilot do that. We'll get our pushback truck out.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I want to go this way. And the AI traffic is supposed to avoid
Ground
you.
to cockpit.
So let's see how that works, so that you won't have any more like world traffic, people taxiing through you. This is what we hope happens. Let's turn the beacon light on here, and actually we'll wait for him to do the call. Don't turn the beacon light on. Turn the packs on, or actually if you bleed, and then packs. Ethan Price, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream.
We'll be doing everything we can to make this a safe and comfortable flight for you. Thanks.
Got JetBlue on our left. And the aircraft are also placed in their correct positions. Like, these are all United gates. JetBlue's over there. You got Delta on the other side. And I think it probably most likely depends on how well the scenery is set up. But if the scenery is set up correctly, then the AI should show up where they're supposed to show up. So we'll see what happens in Houston.
Okay,
when we get there.
all doors and hatches are closed.
All right, beacon lights coming on. That'll get the doors closed. Go and check our overhead. IRS is aligned. Fuel pumps are on. I think we have just a little bit of fuel in the center pump. We'll use it. APU is on. Lights are on. Good to go. All right, we'll climb up to 10,000 feet. We're not flying any departure today. Flight director's on.
So
ACpt 10 and the
connected
climb out.
and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
And I think that's all we need to do. Let's see, we have we have Project Fly is running. Matter of fact, I think I can get that screen for you guys. Haha, I do have that on screen. I can get that on screen, I think. Not sure if it's gonna work, but we'll see what happens. Alright, reaching the parking brake, we're pushing back.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
You want to stream to somebody whose stream don't crash, so you won't sub to anybody then. Everybody's stream crashes eventually.
This aircraft is Wi-Fi enabled, so you can stay connected on today's flight. You can access united.com free of charge.
Person someone hates, you need to change your name, bro, because we don't hate you around here. But I want to know what to call you. So again, if you're just joining, we're using Traffic Global by Just Flight. That's where all these AI traffic are. We do have one aircraft that's in a gate. I think it's actually, I don't know if that's a scenery issue. I don't know why it's so far ahead, but he is on the yellow line. But that's us pushing that is us pushing back. I don't think there's any more departures except for that ERJ that I think already left 3 minutes ago. I got you, buddy. Talk to the plane. Alright, let's go get these engines started. APU's coming off. Fuel pumps are on. Engine start to both. Starting engine number 2. Leia says she don't care if, or he or she doesn't care if the stream crashes, as long as the aircraft doesn't crash. I'm with you. Yes, sir. Lima Tango Echo. We are looking at Traffic Global. This is my first look at it. Right, start adding
Operation
fuel.
complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Alright, we will go ahead and go to the Unicom frequency for VATSIM, and we'll be making our calls. I doubt we'll hear any, but we will make some. And while we're waiting for engine startup, matter of fact, we got one engine, generator 2 is coming on. Starting engine number 1, I am going to also... Oh, I gotta do this all over again? Dang it. I guess I'll get my tablet set up. I was gonna do something else, but now that's what I gotta do. Alright, no departure. And we're gonna go to Kilo India.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Arrival is gonna be the NC 1 RNAV. And after that, we plan to do 08 left, once again, so that we can land over my house. That's the approach that goes right over my house. And then after that, we need the airport diagram. And we'll be planning on parking around the Charlie or the C terminal. That's where I usually go in at whenever I personally fly with United into Houston. But what I want right now is this frequency right here, 11155. Oh shoot, we have to put fuel, hold on. The engines are waiting for us. Alright, mode 11155. And I'm gonna put that on both sides. 11155. Oops, that's VOR. Boom, beautiful. I'm glad I already got that taken care of. I always feel like I'm struggling to hop on that part of the approach. So we'll expect runway 11, or we could also use 2, but we'll use 11. I don't know what the AI traffic is using, but I don't think any AI is scheduled to land anytime soon, so I think we'll be all right. All right, generators coming on, 4 left generators. Axe can come back on now. APU will go off. Oops, yeah, APU bleed off. Isolation valve to auto. Probe on, yaw damper on, not doing it in order. It's okay. Hydraulics coming on. We don't need any anti-ice, even though it is cooling off on this side of the country. We might turn it on later on. We're in the swamps, so we're sea level, or below actually. And we'll get the taxi lights and runway turn-off lights on, and then we'll get some flaps. YAG Nation, which plugin are you talking about? The traffic plugin is called Traffic Global. And that is what you see. Any aircraft you see currently is all Traffic Global. Sadly, you know, now that I've restarted the stream, they're not as active as they were earlier. In the first attempt to stream, they were actually landing and taking off, but they're all on a schedule. So, what up, Dougal? Back again, IFMG. Good to see you, man. Glad to have you. Speaking of that, let's go and take a look. I'm kind of curious to see what is the schedule currently. There's also a radar. I should show you that. But I'm gonna look at the schedule first. So right now it says the local time is 12:48, 17:48 UTC. The next departure is gonna be to Minneapolis. Wait, that's not a departure. The next departure is not till 13:02. That's not for a while. About 10 minutes or so. The next arrival is gonna be here in about not too long actually, about 5-10 minutes. Delta. So I don't know. We may be out of here before he gets here. I'm doing good, Feurum. Thanks for asking. Oh, actually, you're asking IFMG. My bad. Thought you was talking to me. Here's the radar. You can see all the aircraft on the ground. If you zoom out, you'll see the aircraft out, outside the airport. So the closest airport, plane is 11 miles out. That is that Delta Airlines aircraft that is scheduled to be here in about 5 minutes. We got a few more outside the area there. So, all right, we're gonna take runway 11, even though again we don't know what. Hold on. Did I screw this up? Okay. I gotta fix my view. Very nice day, actually. Clear skies here in New Orleans. Does actually have a little bit of a gust, so it's a little bit windy. But other than that, it's actually pretty out. Let's go ahead and fix this view. It's supposed to be looking this way. And then out here in Houston, it's also clear skies. I don't know what the wind is. I haven't checked. But even if I look out the window right now, it's clear, and that's how it actually looks in real life. There's Copa Airlines out there at the end. There's an American hangar, JetBlue. It's really nice. I'm really enjoying. Like I've already used World Traffic. I own that. I use that. That's what I've always used before now. I also have the Live Traffic plugin, which puts live traffic in. Doesn't really put any traffic in the gates. It just has traffic taking off and landing at their realistic times. But it's really cool just being able to see like a full airport. I think that's what everybody wants to see. And I think that's why a lot of people fly in the busy airspaces out in VATSIMs, because you want to be in a living and breathing environment. You don't want to feel like you're at an airport by your dang self. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of even airport designers, they incorporate static aircraft. That is actually one thing I'm curious about, is how does this plugin deal with static aircraft? If a designer put static aircraft on a scenery, is it still going to show up? Actually, look back there. You can see that JetBlue aircraft has its beacon lights on, so he's probably getting ready to leave. But if you ever, if you decide to get Traffic Global and you're like, hey, what's up? Why is there nobody taxiing? There's nobody going anywhere. Again, they're on a schedule, and they do go through the same process of pushing back, last call, all that type of stuff. So just give it some time. It usually takes maybe about 30 minutes or so. Sometimes depending on when you spawn in, where the traffic is going to show up. But yeah, it's expensive. That's one of the first things I mentioned in the stream, I believe, is the price, and I'm surprised that it's so much. I really am. And so I'm kind of, I'm playing it now, using it now, trying to see, where is that value at? Like what, because I'm definitely seeing, they have hundreds of airlines represented, lots of liveries. You can even paint your own livery. I might look into that, because, I have my Blue Arrow liveries for certain planes, and so it'd be kind of cool to actually see my own livery on a AI aircraft at the gate. That would be legit. I don't know what schedule it would fly or when it would show up or where it would show up, but I think that'd be pretty darn cool. But you can definitely tell a lot went into it. But I don't know. Again, it's gonna be up to the person if you see the value, because a lot of people fly VATSIM, so there's really no value in having AI traffic. But then some other people like to fly offline. There are people out there who fly offline. But how about the scenery? Vertical simulations, man. Great job. I've actually been very impressed. Like, I feel like they're the secret weapon for X-Plane. Like, you don't hear, I mean, you hear a little bit about vertical simulations and their scenery, but I think his scenery is probably the most underrated scenery. They're like kind of low key, you know what I mean? You don't really expect them to be amazing, but then when you see them, like, all right, that's freaking dope. I'm also using, they're the same ones I believe who created like the state scenery, like this V states. We're gonna hold short here, runway 11. And again, we are on VATSIM, so it will be smart for me to go on Unicom and call my position. What's the name of the airport? Because it's New Orleans, but it actually has a name. Might not see it on here. Yeah, it's just New Orleans International. So Armstrong. Okay, Armstrong, New Orleans. Oh shoot, I didn't know you guys were talking. I was freaking had my chat was not even working. Give me a second, I'll answer some of those questions when we get airborne. Let's get this thing going. I do want to check to make sure this plane's not going to land on the opposite direction because collisions are on. Okay, there he is. There's the Delta, right on time. Actually, looks like Southwest. I think that's Southwest. Yeah, all right, we're going to go ahead and get in there on runway. Land lights on. Runway turn offs off. Parking brake is off. Turn on runway.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Agreed, Dougal. He does listen. I think those are the best people out there, or the best developers out there are actually listening, you know, or I should say best content creators, like not just YouTubers, but people who are also making products for flight simmers. You're actually listening. You're watching people's live streams. You're seeing what people want, what they like, what they don't like. All right, guys, we're ready to go. Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. This is a really bad time to ask, did I put the flight plan in? Oh, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
1,000.
Okay, yeah, we'll just turn around here. All right, flaps up. That's funny.
Bank angle.
I'll bank your angle. You're off, flaps coming up. Still flying it by hand at the moment, that's why it's kind of sloppy. I do have orthos over Louisiana. I should honestly have orthos all the way from here to Houston, Texas. I've driven to New Orleans many times. Being from Houston, it's about a I forget how many hours it is. It's longer. It's longer than you would think. You're like, oh, it's just New Orleans. It's not that far, but it like the drive feels long. All right, there's something wrong with my. Oh, it's that whole intercept crap. I'm gonna go heading mode then. Alright, heading select. Autopilot on. Level change mode on. Okay, no, I don't want level change. Because you're gonna freaking climb at 5,000 feet per minute. I know how it goes. I know this plan. Let's go 2,500. I am using a Thrustmaster T16000 joystick. It's a very common one, actually. Alright, we're going heading. Let's go LNAV. No. Okay, we'll forget you. I don't get that. That's happened multiple times. What does that mean, guys, when it says not on intercept path? Because you lying. I am on intercept. We're going straight to Gurley, which is the name of the waypoint where we're going to. Yet you say I'm not on the intercept. Thomas, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Glad to have you. I know we're pretty far out, so I could just fly on that, but I don't want to. Thank you also, Harry, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Glad to have you. Lots of Blue Arrow Royal comfort going along, going all around. So we're gonna climb up to 36,000. That's our cruise. And someday, the LNAV will start working. Oh, VNAV. Nope, no VNAV. You have to intercept the path, not the fix. But we kind of are. Look. This is the path, this is the fix, and this is the fix. Oh snap, we got some cheers from an anonymous cheerer. Thank you, Mr. Anonymous. Cheers, Anonymous. What's weird too is it doesn't even show JPEG as an option to fly to, which it should be, because that should be our first waypoint. Just try that. Let's see what happens. Straight to Gurley, direct to Gurley. LNAV is now working. Oh yeah, baby. Gavin Aviation, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Alright, LNAV is working. I looked at it funny. That's what it was. Is that another anonymous cheer? Is that another anonymous? Cheers, Anonymous. Thank you, Cheers, Anonymous, for the cheer. I appreciate that very, very much. Make sure you guys say a big thanks to all the anonymous cheerers. Cheerers.
The seatbelt sign is on. Please remain seated. When the captain turns the sign off, you'll be able to move about the cabin. When you are in your seat, please keep your seatbelt fastened in the event of unexpected turbulence. Please be careful when opening the overhead compartment. We ask that you use the lavatories located in your cabin, and please don't stand near the lavatories in the galleys. You may now use all approved personal electronic devices. For everyone's safety, please make sure your personal belongings are clear of the aisle. We're pleased to offer personal device entertainment. On our
Cheering is a thing that's only through Twitch. You can't cheer through YouTube.
Explorer cards, on-demand movies, and the seat back in front of you. If you need to have a headset, we'll be happy to provide one once the captain lets the flight crew get it from
Harry for the cheers. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you.
You can access United.com and the United
Harry says, I'm the cheerer. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, Harry. I appreciate it. I honestly don't really know what cheers even means. Like, I know it means like cheers, like, you know, cheers, man, cheers. But I don't know what it does. Maybe I'm just an ignorant Twitch YouTuber. But yes, sir, I'm always live on Twitch and YouTube at the same dang time. What up, HD? Good to see you, man. watching from work. Well, hope you're having a good day at work. I assume you're on your lunch break, or you're just sneaking that phone on the table, getting a little flight sim in.
Discover or American Express logo, as well as the Mileage Plus Explorer Visa card. We now invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the service on today's flight. Let us know if there's anything we can do to make your flight more comfortable.
Thank you, Cynthia. You heard your lady. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. This is Blue Arrow Royal. You are now listening to Blue Arrow Radio on FM 116 FM. Since we coming out of New Orleans, you know I gotta play a little jazz, a little smooth jazz. Say goodbye to New Orleans. Thanks again, Vertical Simulations. Great scenery. The perks from working from home. I got you, Lima Tango Echo. Yes, sir. On Twitch, my name is I Am Blue Games. You can search me I Am Blue Games on Twitch. I got you, HD. Sneaking that flight sim a little bit in the office. Just close the door behind you. YSF Sim. I'm using X camera for my camera system. That's what I use for all my videos. Is X camera by I forgot who it was. Stick and Rudder, I think, is who it's by. Yes, sir. New Orleans is by Vertical Simulations. It's actually it's crazy, man. Like, I gotta say, and I'm not just promoting Vertical Sim because, you know, anything. Like, I've always been a fan since I've seen his first scenery, and the fact that like you can tell that he just loves what he does because he sells it for so freaking cheap. All right, I'm gonna go in standard and VNAV. VNAV not working. All right, we can go manual. Alright, land lights coming off. Alright guys, we're climbing up to 36,000 feet. It's gonna be a real short flight like I said. From this point, we are about 43 minutes away from Houston, Texas. We are on the VATSIM network. There will be most likely no ATC, but that is never what we depend on. Oh, cool. I can change the bits for money when I have enough. Cool. Well, appreciate it, man. Thank you for the follow, YSF Sim. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Thank you guys so much for supporting Twitch, the Twitch family, and supporting the YouTube squad. We are still on the road to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I actually haven't followed too much along on where progress looks like on Twitch, but we have been having some new members showing up, so definitely thankful for that. Xcoder Cripwit, I don't know how to say that, but thank you, bro, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Royal family. Hopefully you're enjoying the music, enjoying the flight. You know, we stay smooth. Wi-Fi is always free on my flight. No girls on board. Take your time and relax. There are girls on board. My flight attendant, the name is Cynthia. So yeah, there are women on board. You gotta keep the women around. I love women. I do. IFMG, so I'm hearing that you're giving up on this Spanish girl. I'm telling you, being married to a Spanish woman, it's very rewarding. There's also things that you have to deal with, and that is all the Latino tendencies. And if anybody else there has ever dated or lives or you know associated with any Latinas, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, you're right. This program is very similar, or probably just like the P3D FSX version. They basically just converted it over to X-Plane. So as far as traffic global, it's like the same thing. So it's good. I'm glad that we're getting it. P3D has had it for a long time. And we had, before this new traffic add-on, we had world traffic, we had live traffic, and we had, I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it, just those two. And then regular X-Plane AI traffic, which doesn't really give you a lot of functionality there. So it is what it is, you know. I noticed that, Harry. That's a good point. I've actually noticed that before. Thank you, X-Life is the other one. But Harry, I noticed that before. A lot of streamers. I was always wondering, why are people like, it's X-Plane 11, why do you put Flight Simulator? And a ton of people do it. Like a lot of the big streamers I've noticed, people who stream X-Plane do that. And I'm like, why do you label it as Flight Simulator? Even though it is a flight simulator, yeah, but why do you label it that instead of X-Plane 11 when they have the option for X-Plane 11? So good to know. I don't know if I would do it or not. I'm not against that. It's the same thing, I guess. But maybe I'll give that a try next time. Gavin Aviation, do I think infinite flight is worth it? Ooh, what a question! What a question! What a question that is. You know, I don't like to answer those. I don't like to answer anything if it's worth it. If I don't have to. I have a whole video, which I don't know if you've seen or not, about infinite flight. Is it worth it? Matter of fact, I plan to release a second version of that video before the end of the year, and I'll give all my thoughts of if the current infinite flight or the future infinite flight is actually worth it, because, you know, your thoughts, life can change and whatnot. Shamrock, what's up, man? When am I landing? Let's see. In about 30 minutes. In about 30 minutes. We're still, I don't know, yeah, we're not cruising yet, so we're not at our, we're technically at our cruise speed at Mach 0.78 to Mach 0.77. But yeah, we got a little ways to go. We're expecting to be about 30 minutes out. We're about to reach our top of climb now. And then in about 90 miles, we got our top of descent coming up. We're already on the arrival. I don't know much about Italian women, IFMG. Fabio, what's up, man? What do I think of the new AI traffic plugin? I actually like it so far. This is my first flight doing it today. This last hour is my first time really using it, looking at it, checking it out. And so I don't know too much about it, I guess you could say. But I've liked it so far. It's just the price is still a little steep for me. It's a little steep for me, but I'm still trying to see if the worth is there. But I like it so far. I love having a busy airport. I love being around an airport that feels alive, and that's what it's about. Captain Geo getting back, about to make that moolah to buy Louisiana. Yeah, man, it's a struggle, bro. There's so many sceneries coming out right now, so many good sceneries too, and freaking X-Plane will make you broke. It really will. Like, you really can't. Like, there's very few bad add-ons and very few bad sceneries coming out to X-Plane 11 right now. Like, if you spend your money on it, it's gonna be good. Like, at least in the last, I don't know, few months or so, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get worth out of it. It's just, do you have the money anymore? JT4761, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. We here, baby. But yeah, you feel me? It's like, for example, Like the new Coronado what the heck, C1 something, C182. I was like, huh, it looks pretty. I kind of want to fly it, but do I want to spend money on another add-on? I don't know. That's kind of the boat I've been in personally the last month or so, because you guys know I've been working on getting my real private pilot license now, like actually trying to pursue my real life pilot career, and so I can't keep spending money on all these add-ons. I guess it's the truth. You can't. Like, life is happening, and I can't keep buying every single pretty plane that shows up on the X-Plane store. Alright, and we're out of fuel in the center tank, so let's turn it off. But man, it's a struggle because you want it all. I want it all. JT came from YouTube, but thank you, man, for the follow. I really appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man, we got some little jazzy, chill vibes going on since we flew out of New Orleans today, you know. Have any of you guys ever been to New Orleans before? It's actually a really fun city to go to. It really is. I think me and my wife went out there a couple years ago, and I've been there multiple times before with my parents and my family. Because again, I live in Houston, Texas, so it's a few-hour drive out to New Orleans, and it's good. It's good. It's a fun time. It's crazy. It's very crazy, but it's fun. It can be. I shouldn't say it's always crazy. It can be crazy. It's not crazy everywhere. Luke Maddock, what's up, man? Colt, what's up, man? Arvik, hello. Good to see you. Cynthia's your sister's name. San Oliveira, what's up, man? From Brazil. Hola, bom dia, bem-vindo. I think that's how I say it in Portuguese. I always forget. I always forget. I can fix VNAV in FMS. Let's try, because it'd be nice if it could descend on its own, right? So what did I do wrong? Whenever the VNAV doesn't work, what is it that I have done wrong? That's what I want to know. Because this happens from time to time. Like, I feel like I do pretty much the same setup every time I fly the Zibo 737. But there's times like today where VNAV is like, you know what? I don't want to work today. I think I'm just gonna take the day off. I think I'm gonna take a sick day. Basically, VNAV decides to take a sick day every once in a blue moon, and I'm like, well, dang it. I want to go back. I missed an interesting comment that somebody said earlier. I don't know. I think I missed it. Yes, this is the latest version of Zibo. I updated it before the stream, like I always say I wouldn't, but I decided to go ahead and do it today. So hopefully it ain't broken. If not, I'll let you guys know. Execute config settings. How do I do that? Ovlik's new driving game. What game is that? Execute config setting. What the heck does that even mean? How do I execute the config setting? Did I hear about X-Plane Global? Absolutely, man. Definitely expect to see you on the channel as soon as I get access to it. All right, you don't know either. I thought you had some news for me, bro. What jobs would I recommend a 16-year-old? Because you want to buy add-ons for X-Plane. First of all, I don't think you should get a job only to pay for X-Plane, because they could definitely take away all of your money. But you do need a job if you're 16, and I recommend. I mean, I don't know if I recommend maybe not be the right word. Really, right now, you just need to get a job to pay you money. And that's like whatever it is you gotta do. So it could be fast food. My first job was at a bookstore. So I mean, really just, you know, as you're like, if you're out and about driving around with your family, like at the mall is a great place for a first job. At any of the little stores, just start applying everywhere. And somebody will hire you eventually, even with no experience. But if you are interested in aviation, a great job for you to get would be to get a job around the airport. There's a lot of like fast food restaurants in the airport. There's cleaning jobs in the airport. There's, if you're old enough, there's ramp jobs in the airport. And if you get a job like with an airline, like as a gate agent or something like that, like there's really good benefits that come along with those. But I don't know how old you need to be for that. There's like a whole process of getting into that. Jamming, man. Where are my animated views at? Not that one. Yes, sir, I like crowded airports. So you can be a bag handler once you're 18. Sounds legit. ETA 23 minutes. We are over the Gulf of Mexico, south of Lake Charles and Lafayette. Jamming to jazz music. You're listening to Blue Air Radio on 116 FM. I agree. Scenery on X-Plane is getting better. One thing, I have a thought, man. I have a thought. So, with Microsoft Flight Simulator basically just over the horizon because they're accepting people in the Tech Alpha, like, X-Plane scenery developers are really gonna have to step their darn game up, because not only are they competing now with the other scenery developers in X-Plane 11, but they're now they can be competing with the amazing scenery that we expect to get from Microsoft Flight Simulator. So that's going to be something interesting. And as you guys have been seeing, I've been posting a lot of scenery videos and trailers and reviews, stuff like that. And like, they're getting good, they're getting better, they look amazing. So I'm curious of how different our X-Plane 11 scenery, like the current version of our X-Plane 11 scenery, the payware ones, are going to look to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like, is Microsoft Flight Simulator going to come out the box looking like freaking X-Plane 11 payware? Or is our X-Plane 11 scenery still going to be better than that? And I don't know, I'm just saying that they need to, like, people who are making scenery like now, really going to have to step the game up when it comes to scenery development, when it comes to realism, when it comes to 3D modeling, PBR, reflections, everything. Because when Microsoft Flight Simulator comes out, please believe me, one of the main things that are going to keep people on X-Plane 11 are going to be aircraft and specific airport scenery. Because if somebody gets Microsoft Flight Simulator, the new one, and they go to their home airport, you know, somewhere that has like amazing scenery already, I don't know, New Orleans for example, and you know, it looks like crap in Microsoft Flight Simulator, then they're gonna go back to X-Plane to do their hometown flights. Yeah, the scenery on Microsoft Flight Simulator is on a whole nother level. But again, airports, what are those gonna look like? You know, how is that gonna work? How's the interactivity gonna be with the actual airports? We know that you know, like a certain landmark's gonna look amazing and certain parts are gonna look amazing, but what about the airports? We don't know much about that yet. We saw a little bit of a hint of that in the last little video they posted out of seeing San Francisco, but it was a pretty far away shot, so we don't know yet. JT, yes, I would like to become a real pilot. What airline? I don't really have a specific airline that I want to fly for. Right now my goal is honestly to fly more like private jets, general aviation stuff, but if the opportunity were to come about for me to fly for an airline, we'll just see how life looks like at that time for me to make the decision. So I don't have like an airline that I want to fly for right now. Yes, you need good PC specs to run an X-Plane, absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a while before we get those really dope, like high quality aircraft scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator. But the question is, I have a feeling that somebody is already working on it. I have a feeling that even now they haven't announced anything, but they're being quiet. Nobody's really said, hey, we're making aircraft for the new Microsoft Flight Simulator. But I know there's at least one developer out there who's working on it right now, and it might come out like right after Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we'll see what happens. What up, man? Just joined. So far, Traffic Global's panned out very well for us. I'm hoping to see some traffic flying into Houston here. We had some traffic in New Orleans, so hoping to see that. Let's take a look at something real quick. I want to kind of test this out. So does a radar work while I'm flying? It does. Alright, so the closest aircraft to us is 37 miles out, and that is an Embraer E175. He's on the ground at KLCH. We got another aircraft over here. So yeah, so there's actually, as we're flying our route, there's still aircraft like in the area flying around. They're kind of far away, so you can't see them visually, but they're out there. We got American Airlines, what is this? A319 at 28,000 feet. And it doesn't actually say, oh, he's going to LAX. No, oh yeah, Miami to LAX. He'll land at LAX at 2349 Zulu. So that's cool. That's actually pretty interesting. Alright, here we go. We got an A320. Who is this? A United A320. He is at flight level 250. He is descending. He's expected to land in Houston at 1932. So that's in 10 minutes, right? Or no, when is that? I don't know what time it is right now. Like it's pretty much an unnoticeable frame per second hit, like maybe 1 or 2 frames. Right now it's 1824 Zulu, so that's not for another hour. So my bad. So he's not gonna land for another hour, but he's 37 minutes. He's 37 miles. Oh no, he's actually farther than that. He's 75-ish miles away from us. I don't know which way this radar is pointed. I don't know if up is ahead of us and down is below us. Like I don't know. It might be north tracking, so I'm not really sure how that works. Thank you, Murat, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. I hope you're enjoying the jazz. Yeah, I don't know. Questions I have for Just Flight. Well, I'm curious of how that's going to play along with VATSIM as well. I'm on VATSIM right now, but it's very... it's not busy at all right now on VATSIM. There's like one plane that just flew by us, an American Airlines plane flying eastbound. There's a few aircraft in the Houston area right now, but it's not crazy busy. So really the best way to test it would be to fly to like freaking London or something like that. All right, we do need to descend. I think we already passed our top of descent, and VNAV still not working. All right, so we're gonna do it our own. All right, down to 17,000 feet. We'll descend via the arrival. About 1,500 feet per minute. And we can go ahead and get this up. Alright, so we are passing Gurley. And we need to be at 29,000 feet at Barbecue. What up, Murat? Man, no, I can't fly to Copenhagen or Istanbul today, but maybe sometime in the future. And I also can't go out to Montego Bay from Fort Lauderdale. It's my only flight today, guys. But thank you for the suggestions. Definitely will be checking out Montego Bay, Istanbul, Copenhagen, those places sometime in the future. I just don't know when. Can't make any promises. Speaking of not making promises, I was hoping to stream last night. Remember yesterday's stream? We streamed DCS World, and I mentioned how I was possibly going to be doing a late night stream last night, and but it depended on how things went. I was supposed to have the house to myself, which means I could stream, but plans completely changed when my wife decided to stay home which is not a bad thing, you know. I enjoy being with her, spending time with her. But I had already, it's kind of like making plans for her to be gone to do a live stream plane. But she decided to just go ahead and stay home. I'm like, all right, cool. So no stream last night. Have I tried to install? Wait, I don't think you're talking to me. Are max settings really needed for what, Owen? What are you asking? No. I would say no. Max settings are really not required for X-Plane. Very few people can run max settings on X-Plane. I am not max settings right now. I disappointingly have never been able to actually fly max settings, even though I have a 1080 Ti and a freaking NASA computer. I still can't fly with max settings. So I have a lot of my settings set to high, but nothing's on max. Like I have high and some medium. I can't remember what is what. Like my texture quality, I just turned that down to medium, just because I want to try to get a few more frames out. My distance, or I think it's amount of objects is like set on high, and so nothing is above high. I don't have anything on max. But it does make a big difference. If you go to max, you will probably move at about 10 frames per second. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is a Thrustmaster T16000. Thrustmaster, hit me up. What up, Callum? Dimitri. Flying over the Gulf of Mexico. So some of you guys were saying that no Spanish girls were allowed on this flight today because somebody went through a bad situation. But we are going to Houston, Texas, and there's a lot of Spanish girls. Well, more Mexican, but here we just call it Spanish because they speak Spanish. But we're just south of Beaumont, for those who know what the heck that is. You would only really know if you live out in the Texas area, but we're south of Beaumont, about to fly over, I think this is, I think it's the Houston, what's it called? Lake Houston, maybe? Not really sure. But we are already into our descent. Let's go ahead and let the passengers know. I think we're high. Oh, it's a Christmas song. Let's go ahead and skip that. Not ready for Christmas songs. That's a Christmas song too. Alright. We're gonna save that for another month maybe, before I start breaking out the Christmas music. 17,000. Alright. Yeah, we're actually doing not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. 280 though, where we need to be. Speed. Yeah, that's a big thing, honestly, and Starley is right. Like, the way that X-Plane's set up right now, where it doesn't really use your full system's potential, is really where it lacks, and that's the reason why I know I can't get as good frames as I would hope that I could get. Callum, we're off to Houston, Texas, my hometown, once again. And we're testing out, well, in Louisiana, we were testing out New Orleans by Vertical Simulations, which looks amazing. Definitely recommend it. And we're also testing out the new AI traffic plugin by Just Flight called Traffic Global. I keep forgetting the name of it. So we're in our descent now into Houston, over the Gulf Coast. This song is like so Louisiana. I did not hear about the tornado in Dallas. I'm not surprised. Those do happen in Dallas. And everywhere, honestly. Wow. Vulcan is gonna give us 10 to 20 frames across the board. That is great to hear. Like, I know Vulcan doesn't sound that exciting as a thing to release, but if it's gonna give us better performance, I'm excited about that. Oh, nice, you're moving to Houston. What for? I have a package. Alright guys, welcome to my state. This is Texas, we see below us. I've lived here all my life, about to fly over Baytown here soon, and LaPorte off the east side of the US. We will be landing east, by the way. And another reminder, we are on VATSIM in addition to using the AI traffic, just to kind of test that out. Have I ever crashed a plane on sim? Yes, I have. I've done it live. You should check out my flight from, I think it was Atlanta to, I did it twice actually. I think it was Atlanta to Miami, and both of my accidents happened in Florida. That's where bad things happen to people. I'll do my best, JT. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really looking forward to Vulcan. They've been working on that for years, and it's taking freaking forever. Like, I'm so tired of hearing about Vulcan and all the nerdy talk. I'm like, bro, just give it to me. I just want it. Just finish it. Lloyd, what's up, man? Good to see you. It's the same with like X-Plane Global Mobile. Like, I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm like, I just want to have my hands on it. I want to try it out. I'm a part of the beta, but I'm not a part of this stage of the beta, so I don't have access to it yet, but a lot of people already do. Alright, we're still descending for 15,000. We're actually a little high. Let's change it to 12, and we're gonna speed up our descent. And I'm gonna skip this song. I was liking like the street jazz, not the cartoon jazz. I'm not looking for freaking Disney Channel music. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the update. Absolutely. Oh yeah, I love jazz. I really do. Like, I have days, and honestly, this past month for me has been like a more of a jazzy vibe, where like I've been really interested in really jamming out to some jazz music. There's NC, we need to be at or above 15. Next, we need to be at 12,000, like exactly, and we're well above that. So we're gonna expedite our descent here a little bit. Close your ears, chew a little gum. Everything's gonna be all right. John, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the blue ad. Wait, you didn't follow. My bad. False alarm. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Oh, snap. Do I use the chrono or not really? What is a chrono? I don't know what that is. You're no longer speaking my language. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, the chrono clock? No, I don't use it. I always forget. I always freaking forget. Like, every plane on X-Plane has a clock, and I always forget to use it. It's not a part of like my memory, like, to remember to do the clock. I don't even think about it, like, not even one bit. Alright, we will start seeing Houston here soon. There's something special about flying into your hometown. Like, you pay a little bit more attention to what you fly over than you would if you flew into a place that you're not on. John, I'm on VATSIM currently, flying into KIAH. So you'll probably hear me on the radio, even though I forgot to announce my takeoff and taking off out of New Orleans. I'll probably try to remember. I'm not used to actually vocally using Unicom on VATSIM yet, so I gotta get used to doing that. Beautiful, beautiful. Ay, ay, ay. All right, I'm gonna continue our descent down to 10,000 feet. We have the speed brakes out because we're descending pretty quickly. We're 5 minutes out. I don't know, whenever jazz is playing, my voice like lowers a few octaves, you know what I mean? Can we get ATIS out here in Houston? Like the regular X-Plane ATIS, is that possible? What would that be on if we were to look for that? What would that be on? That would be on 12405. I didn't even know IVAO had controllers. Like, straight up, I honestly didn't know IVAO had controllers. But whenever I fly online, I fly VATSIM or Pilot Edge. I don't even have IVAO installed. I would use xmrbluemc to check the weather. It doesn't show me my airport. We use 3011 for our Alton Towers. What's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yep. I could get it. Let me see. Alright, so the Houston altimeter is 3010. So we're close. Alright, 7,000, and we're looking good. What up, Leo? Good to see you, man. It's getting a little bit bumpy. Let's see, where are we? We're still on the east side of Houston, like northeast. Alright, speed brake's going away. Next altitude's gonna be 6,000. And let's turn the music down. And land light's coming on.
1,000 to go.
And let's go ahead and check on where we are. So here's the airport. I don't remember. I think we're going north. I don't know which way our flight plan takes us. Looks like it's going to take us to the north of the airport, which is fine.
Wake up, honey, I made you breakfast.
You better sing that, girl. Alright, we'll hold 6,000 until basically until we go final. Airport's right there. That's my city, baby, Houston. Houston International. Let's go look at the traffic global map or radar. See where the heck everybody is. So as we approach Houston, I see, I think here's the airport over here. So I think, yeah, I think this is a northern view. So like up is north, down is south, right is east, left is west. So like it doesn't change. So right now we're like 5-ish miles away from the airport. This is where all the aircraft are. So we have one plane on final. So they are planes in the area and taking off and landing, as well as a southern airport too. So the Houston airport in the south of Houston is actually also active with live traffic from Traffic Global. So that's pretty cool that I can actually see that as well. And if we want to, we could also take a look at the flight schedule to see if anybody's landing around time that we're landing. So arrivals into Houston. Local time is 13:43, local 18:43 UTC. The next arrival is at 13:40. That's already passed. He should be on the ground. The next one after that won't be until 14:05. So we got a really nice gap that we can land in before and after this. Whoa, that's a KLM flight 787-900 from Amsterdam. That's pretty cool. So I would love to see him land. He's probably gonna land right behind us. I think we're gonna land before that. All right, so a little bumpy out here. Any frame hit on this plugin, very slight, very little, almost unnoticeable. I would probably say unnoticeable. Like it's surprisingly low how much it hurts your frames. Like I loaded in without it, and I loaded in with it, and honestly my range was just about the same as it would have been without it. So that's one of the biggest things I think for most people is like, hey, there's like 100 planes out there. How is this going to affect my system? So if you look at Traffic Global settings, it'll actually show you there's 125 active aircraft. That means that's how many aircraft are actually out there flying around or taxiing. And yet it's not like, you know, some of the other ones where once it gets really busy you start like freaking just chugging along. It's not like that at all. The add-on arrival list is saying how many aircraft are landing at the airport that you are near. So there's Houston, and it's actually, see right there, that yellow aircraft, that's actually a VATSIM person. So I'm using VATSIM and I'm using Traffic Global at the same time. And then there's downtown Houston, way off in the distance. Pretty far, it's nowhere near the airport. And there might be a plane taxiing, because the plane should have just landed 4 minutes ago. Actually, I see one aircraft right there. Actually, I see a few, look at that. There's one taxiing here. That's it right now. And if you guys want to see my actual home airport, like the closest one, the small class, I think it's a class Charlie, the one that I should be doing my flight training at, that's gonna be over, I gotta find it, there it is, right there. And we're not gonna get a close look at it, but we're probably gonna fly over. Usually whenever the aircraft come into this airport, they fly kind of over my house, over near this airport, like about, like we're at 6,000 feet. And then come back and land. So we're about to turn onto a left downwind right now. So I could go ahead and call it in on VATSIM. So Houston traffic, United 116 on the left downwind, runway 08 left, Houston traffic. So I can go ahead and do that and call in my Unicom calls. That should be working, I assume. Shenanigans, the name of this plugin is Traffic Global. Alright, there's gonna be our last waypoint. 6,000 feet, 210 knots is what we need to be aiming for. So let's slow down. And we already got our ILS plugged in, so we're ready for that. You can see on our flight plan down here, so basically going to be vectoring ourselves straight north. So let's go ahead and turn our heading to be on that vector. And we'll vector down the downwind, and then approach on my 08 left, flying basically right over my house. So I look out the window and see if I can see ourselves. That'd be freaking crazy. That'd be some freaking futuristic VR crap. Alright, where's my airport at? I want to show you guys a sneak peek of what I've been working on. I've been showing off everybody else's scenery. I want to show you guys what my scenery looks like. I've been actually getting into 3D modeling, and I've modeled my first three hangars. And there it is. So that's my home airport, Hooks KDWH. And this is completely custom scenery we're looking at right now. So I've been working on this for a while. I built the American Flyers hangar, which is right here. This entire FBO by Takeoff Aviation. I've rebuilt that in 3D as my own custom object, as well as right now I'm currently working on the Tomball Jet Center, and then I may do the tower, and I'll probably do United Flight Systems, which is over here. But that is, let's take a screenshot of that actually. But I'm looking forward to finishing that and showing that off to you guys. It's gonna be free whenever I finish it. It's not gonna be payware or anything like that. Beautiful, excited, very excited. All right. We're about ready to land, guys. Let's go ahead and tell Cynthia, let everybody know what's going on.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Matter of fact, where's my house at? I can see my house from here. I had to say it at least once. I'm not gonna point it out because I don't want nobody, looking for me. But I do see it. All I'm gonna say is I can see my house exactly where it is from here. All right. What I do look forward to, I look forward to getting on Microsoft Flight Simulator and looking for my house. That's what I look forward to doing.
Aluminum, plastic, and we'll be coming around to collect these items. Please make sure all
Does top TOD stand for top of drop? Yes.
Either under the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. As a reminder, please make sure your personal
That is
belongings
Christmas
are
music.
clear
Let's turn
of the
that off.
aisle. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help you get ready for
No
landing.
Christmas music allowed
You may
until
continue to use your small,
December.
lightweight electronic devices, but they must be unplugged from
Are these
the
home
outlet,
cooked
set to
orthos?
airplane
Yes, sir.
mode.
These orthos are specifically made because these are Mine City. And these are freaking, this whole area is zoom level 18 because it's my hometown. I had to do it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and make our approach. I don't know where that plane's gonna be coming in from, so we're gonna see if we can get in there before he does. He's supposed to land in about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna switch to heading select. And we're gonna vector ourselves back. Houston traffic, United 116, left base, runway 08 left, Houston traffic. Again, I don't know if that's actually going through. I hope it is. Let me check it actually. Yeah, it is. So if anybody's in Houston, they can hear my voice. Do I have a vlog channel? No, I do not. I'm considering it later. I'm thinking about if I should, whenever I start my real life flight training, if I should post those videos on this channel or make a new like vlog channel, like a new channel specifically for that. I'm kind of torn. Like I'm not far enough to post any videos, but I'm wondering if I need to do that. What up, Ewo? Good to see you, man. Alright, go ahead and hit the approach. Arm the approach mode. Landlines are on. Kick 'em. I love all the names that people come up with for these fixes. All right, there it is. We are now on the glide slope and intercepting a localizer. Probably gonna put us about 20 miles out, so we don't need to put the gear down yet. What do I do with my free time? This. Engines on continuous, thank you. I've like never done that. You know me, I'm not a real 737 pilot. I don't know these things. Alright, there's our runway. 07 left. And there's downtown on the right of your screen. There should actually be a second set of buildings right around here. Oh, there they are. That's the Greens Point area. AKA Guns Point, because there's so much crime over there. Alright, our auto brakes are set. We're on the final. We'll call it when we get about 10 miles. This music is trippy. I remember doing this exact same approach once. Yeah, I know there's a real 777 pilot who shoots regularly. I know of him. I'm not blind. But yeah, thank you. And if I watched him more often, I would probably know how to fly this thing legitly, but I haven't. Alright, let's just slow down. We're now 10 miles out. Houston traffic, United 116, Boeing 777, 10 miles out. Final runway 08 left, Houston traffic. There's my airport again. And I see my house. Actually, where's my house? Okay, now I see my house. It's not gonna look as good as Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I do see my house. Or my apartment. We're basically flying right over it right now. And usually it's right after the aircraft pass my house is when they drop the gear. No, again, I know of the guy. I know of him. He's also an A320 pilot. He's been streaming a lot recently. So yeah, I like the fact that more real pilots are getting into like flight simulation. Alright, gears coming down. Because it really teaches us people who have never been in the pilot seat of 737. And maybe will not be for a long time, or maybe never will. So it's really helpful to have people like that come through and teach us how they really do the procedures. All right, we're gonna go ahead and kill the jazz music, turn the radio off, and we'll focus on landing the plane today. And we'll see if there's any traffic out there. Matter of fact, before we land, I do want to take a look at the radar one more time for traffic global to see if there's anything nearby. This is us here. Airport's over here. We do have, looks like that Spirit Airlines flight. I don't know where he's going. He's going to Orlando. He just took off. So there's no other aircraft landing currently. There's another Spirit Airlines flight. He's landing in Houston. And he is 11 miles out. So no aircraft to worry about. At least not on the approach. Alright, gears down. Yes, 3 green. Landing lights are on. Flight attendants are seated. The airport in sight. We have a few clouds ahead of it, behind it, but it's all good. I don't know who did it. I can't remember whose name it was, but somebody did make some decent scenery for Houston International Airport, as well as Houston downtown. So I obviously have those installed as well, but those are free. I've been thinking about like maybe kind of like picking through it and seeing if I could do anything better with it, because they have done some construction. Maybe taking his scenery as a starting point and making my own from there. That would be a pretty big project because it's a pretty big airport. It's an international airport. Alright, we are 5 miles out. Actually, we're less. We're 3.
1,000.
That's localizer's off. Is it? Oh, it is. Why is my localizer still off? Okay. Apparently my frames are low. Probably because I'm looking at this big X enviro cloud ahead of me. Yeah, localizer is pretty off, so I'm probably gonna. I was gonna fly by hand anyways. There's a plane right there. I don't know where he's going, but he looks like he's taking off. Oh darn, I forgot the butter. Where's the butter at? Somebody bring the butter. Throw me the butter real quick. Alright, let's go.
500.
Oh shoot. I need a, oh wait, I think the trim switch. Ah! I'm just gonna start doing that from now on. Alright, I don't want auto throttle anymore.
400.
Oh shoot, wrong button. Okay, we're in this thing. Are my spoilers not armed?
300.
I love how there's a cloud right before we land.
200.
Ooh, we're dropping out of the sky like a rock.
Flight slow.
Might not be a pretty one, guys. Let's see what
100.
happens. Those clouds are low.
50. 40. 30. 20.
Ooh, this is
10.
not gonna be pretty. Oh! My butt! My neck! My neck and my back.
80 knots.
Right, reverse green. But did you die? Alright, we'll take the first exit on the right. Roll out. That was fun.
Weight devices. Thank you for flying with us today. We hope you...
My neck. My neck and my back. Alright, we do have somebody landing. I think that's probably that Spirit plane. I think that's runway 15 left or right over there. Let's see, which way can we taxi back? I don't want to take the long way. Hold on. We're pretty far. Like we parked that we basically landed at the runway that's like the farthest away from anything. Yeah, look at this. We probably should go this away. Dang, that's a long taxi. Alright, we'll be taxiing for the next 5 minutes, guys, so buckle up. Stay here. Yeah, usually you would turn reversers off at 60 knots. And I'm a bad pilot, so I forgot. I don't know what I think. I thought I did. I think I went idle on the reversers at 60 knots, and I didn't actually disengage them, but it's all good. All right, landing lights off, runway turn offs on. Taxi lights on, strobe lights off. Oh, yay, that's what happens when you take your eyes off. This is why VR would be helpful, or maybe just to look up and not actually. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I have this, there's this setting in Ortho 4XP where you can actually add a texture to your grass. So like it's, like my grass is also blurry, just like everybody else's. It doesn't matter how high of a zoom level you do, like it's gonna be at some point it's gonna look blurry, but there's a, I think it's called decal or something like that. There's a setting you can set where it'll add kind of like a grass texture to it. Not 3D grass, but just like a grass texture. So you see how it's kind of like, I don't know, textury from this angle. And so what that does is it allows, it's kind of like a lot better when you're on the ground. And I've been doing that for a little while. I just learned to do that not long ago. So see how that looks? See how different that is compared to if I just had regular ortho? It would just be like a blurry flat picture. But it actually has like a little ground texture to it. So very helpful. Again, I don't remember exactly what that setting is called in Ortho 4XP. Yeah, we forgot the butter today. We didn't bring it. There was no butter on board. This is why we have insurance. Yes, that's what it's called, decal on terrain. Thank you very much for clearing that up. But yeah, I learned that in, I don't remember where. I think I saw it on a YouTube video or a tutorial somewhere. where it mentions it, and I was like, yo, that's freaking dope. And so I've been doing that for all my ortho I've been generating lately. I don't have it for all my ortho everywhere, because I've only done it since I've made new ortho in different places, and obviously it's my hometown, so I had to get me set up real nicely out here. Stupid Enderman, what's up, man? Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Let's bring those flaps up. I'm also using, actually I don't know if this is part of the airport or if this is mine. I always it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I don't know sometimes if I'm using an add-on or if it's just default or if it's the third party. But I do use a add-on called ALES, and it replaces all of the surface textures. So for example, like the taxiway lines. Alright, there's a big bump here that shouldn't be here. Alright, we hit it nice and softly, a little speed bump. Guess there's a little bit of elevation change. I haven't landed on this side of the airport in a long time. Usually I land on 08 right, so that I can have a quick taxi to the gate, but we're taking the long way around this time. Where are we? Alright, we're here, so we're gonna take a bit shorter route. So we'll cross 08 right, take November, I think that's November Alpha. Oh god. Also use mask for inland, does wonders for lakes and rivers. I'm definitely gonna take note of that. Definitely gonna take note of that. Mask for inland. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember that. Alright, I think we're clear. Remember, this new plugin does have collision. I don't know how it works, but apparently there's collisions. Alright, here we go. So I don't want to hit any aircraft by crossing the runway without paying attention. What's my frames per second at? I don't know. It's not very high. I have like everything turned up out here. Wow, we're getting less than 20 right now. And that's probably a mix of Zebo, 18 zoom level, X Enviro. There's Spirit. Looks like he's taxiing to Takeoff. Alright, we're gonna be taxiing over to what's it called? Terminal C. Thank you, IMGN Boat, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Actually, I don't know if he's taxiing to the gate or if he's. I think he's taxiing to the gate. Thank you, X-Plane Pilot, for the follow. Really appreciate that, buddy. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Alright, I believe Spirit parks at Bravo, if I remember correctly. So, alright, let's see. This is the first test. So one of the things they say in the feature list that they're supposed to avoid me. Oh god. Don't you hit me. You're supposed to avoid me. Let's see. Very nice. It actually works. So they do avoid you. They will not taxi through you or hit you, but the problem is you're blocking me to go where I want to go. So I guess I need to go that way. Freaking Spirit strikes again. Again, there's collisions, but I don't know. It's gonna hit my wing. Alright, nice. Very smart AI. So far, you've passed the test. X-Plane Pilot, we're using the, what the heck is it called, guys? Every time somebody asks, I forget. Frickin' Traffic Global is what it's called. For AI traffic. And this is actually my first time seeing CRJs modeled. Those look nice. In New Orleans, we only saw A320s and 737s, so we're seeing a bit of a different variety of planes here in Houston. Thank you, man. Just Flight Traffic Global, what was it called? Yeah, so we got some CRJs parked. This is where the CRJs park as well. They park over here. I think this is B, and then there's a MD-80 Delta. Very accurate. That's parked in the correct place, so that's good. It's probably best that I did my first Traffic Global flight in Houston, so that I could actually, because I actually know what parks where. The link to the plugin is already in the YouTube description. I don't have it. Nightbot doesn't have it though on Twitch. But just search just flight traffic global. You'll find it pretty easily on Google, on the Googles. I think this is, I always forget. I'm used to like being inside the airport. I'm still not completely familiar with how it looks from the taxiway. I make a left here. And we get to cross the bridge. Thank you, Starlight, for posting that on Twitch. I'll probably use AI traffic more often, especially if I'm flying in a busy VATSIM airspace, I'm obviously gonna turn it off. But if I'm flying flights like this, where I'm flying from an airport nobody's at to an airport nobody's at, then I think it's a good idea to use AI traffic. I like it. Because eventually, like if I stay here, if I leave X-Plane open long enough, which I might do once we finish the stream, all these aircraft actually have a place to be, a place to go, a destination. And there'll also be aircraft that fly in that will be landing here, like the one we saw that's flying in from Orlando by Spirit. Because yeah, if you by default, X-Plane will not put this many aircraft in your airport, and if they did, you would not be your frames would be freaking 5, maybe 1 frame per second, something crazy ridiculous. All right, where is the bridge? Here's the bridge. No, you do not have to have VATSIM. VATSIM and this just flight traffic global are not related in any way. So there's some more small aircraft parking, CRJs. I wonder if they have Embraer like E145s. Because you see a lot of those here. We see a lot of CRJs and Embraer 145s by American, Delta, United for some of the short hops. Yeah, I'll do a replay for the landing. Speaking of that, how will this just flight, I keep saying just flight traffic handle me doing a replay? Will it just disappear? Will it actually show a replay of what was going on while we were here? Like, I wonder. That's a big question for me, actually. All right, so we gotta find a parking spot now. We gotta find an open spot. This is where we're gonna be. This is the international terminal. There's a 777 there. That's perfect. That's exactly where you would see one. I don't know if this airport has auto gate. I thought it did. Huh, this might be harder than I thought to find an open spot. Literally every freaking United parking is taken. There's a beacon on somebody, so they're about to leave. We might have to do like in the real life where you have to wait for somebody to leave the gate, like when you get there early. E145 is missing? Gotcha. Another thing that they're missing that I would love to see them update in the future, and I hope they plan to do it, is GA. They don't have like any GA. Wow, this airport is full. There is not one. Oh, there's one right there on the other side. Yeah, I see one parking spot. Ease, all the spots is full. On this side, there's a bunch of spots on this side. But oh, there's that Spirit, the one that we just passed. He's parking next to Air New Zealand. That's very cool. And you'll hear him shut the engines off too. KLM, Air New Zealand. This is the international terminal, so you'll see a lot of the international over here. So like these white planes are what they call substitutes. So whatever airline is actually flying, matter of fact, if I hit insert, I can turn on and off the labels. And that is a United Airlines plane, but they don't have the 767 livery because those two are 767s. Oh, I'm hearing noise. Your average, oh. So, yeah, so there's gonna be some plane, like, I guess, aircraft combinations that won't actually be available, that'll be missing. So let's go ahead and pick up that spot that's in the next terminal over. We'll just have to turn around because there is a United aircraft right here. There's Embraer. He's going to be leaving soon, but I'm not going to sit here and wait for him. No problem, X-Plane Pilot. It's called, what the heck is it called? Just Flight Traffic Global. That's what it's called. Dang it, man. No, real talk though, it is realistic. Like, I don't mind it taking up like the majority of the spots. That means you have to have and find, like, you have to know where to park pretty much. This happens at the real airport that you work at. We have to tow off planes that are long stays. I gotcha. Yeah, I see that happen all the time. You see planes getting towed from the ramp because they just like, if you're sitting there for a while, like probably the majority where it happens is the long haul planes, the big 777s and stuff like that. They do like one flight a day or one or two flights a day. Really, probably just one flight a day. And if you need that space, you'll get that aircraft towed and just moved until it's time to fly it again. But cool, I didn't know you worked out there. That's pretty cool, man. All right, see if we can park at Echo 8. This is kind of weird, the way this is set up. All right, oh God, it overdrove it. Overdrove it. All right, straight in. I guess they do have auto gate here. These gates look super default, but they're auto gate. All right. Welcome to Houston, guys. We'll go ahead and deboard, watch the replay. Thank you guys for sticking around for our long taxi. Let's see, strobes are already off. Are they? No, they're not off. Wing lights off. Anti-collision lights will stay on until the engine comes off. Down. Down. And one of my favorite parts is the engine shut off. Daryl, the plugin's pretty cool so far. We're about to find out another test to see how it reacts to me actually trying to watch my replay without turning it off. Is it gonna still be on, or what's it gonna do? We did test and see if they avoid us. And the AI traffic are actually pretty smart. They do actually avoid you. I'm very impressed that Spirit A320 did not run us over. But as you can see, if you just joined us and you're interested or curious, I guess I should say, about the AI traffic and stuff, you can see right here, all the gates that you see filled are all from the plugin. They're all using that. Matter of fact, what you hear, that engine noise, is coming from an AI aircraft. I don't know which one. Nope, there he is. Is that a 757? The A320. So I don't know if he's trying to take the spot that we're in, because I haven't seen the parking spot that he can get unless that other plane left. But anyways, also really quick, I want to take a look at the radar one last time. So we have one more plane. He's actually flying from Houston to Las Vegas, so he took off. Yeah, that's Southwest. Southwest flies out of the Southern Airport, the Houston Southern Airport. So he's not coming here. And let's see, who is that, by the way? Radar, if I zoom in, I should see somebody moving. On the seaside. I don't know where he is. I hear an engine just fired up though. Oh, this is him right here. Alright, so that is November 34161. He flew from maintenance. Huh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Like he didn't come from anywhere. He apparently just came from maintenance. That's actually really dope. That is really cool. That's even a thing. And I think this guy over here. Okay, I get it. So if the yellow is lit, then that means they're actually moving, like the transponder's on. So we got another guy over here who's about to push back. Which one is it? I think it's him. Oh, there he is. Wait, no. Oh, the yellow, the bright yellow is the one that you're looking at. The pushback physics are not right now. Like, they don't actually push back. They just turn around and go. And there's a few quick keys, but I don't know what they are anymore. I think it's Control F6. Is that it? Yeah, it's the tower. Control F5. That'll use tower and then Y. So you can see a bunch of aircraft are now leaving and moving. Like, we landed and like started something. So we got traffic leaving the airport now. This is how I should taxi. Whatever, Starly. Daryl, we just landed actually, and Branks, yeah, we're gonna watch the replay here. I just want to kind of see how the AI are interacting with each other. I'm still new. It's still new to me, so I'm still just kind of, curious. So pretty cool. Look at that. You got traffic going one way over there, and traffic going the other way over there, just as they should be. And these two guys are kind of having a little issue. They're like, hey, should you go first? No, you go first. No, you go first. All right, let's see what happens when we go in the replay mode and watch the replay. It's actually, yeah, wow, our landing was horrible today, guys. Super bad. I don't even want to say what our feet per minute was. All right, let's get out of XPilot. Connected. Sorry, man, I can't do any more flights today. I have a lot of work getting to do today. So this is our only flight. We already went longer than I wanted to. Okay.
2,500. 1,000.
What is the next infinite flight? I don't have a time. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe Friday. Maybe. That's a big maybe. Thursday, which is tomorrow, we'll be doing some iRacing at Le Mans. And then after that, Friday, I don't have Friday planned out yet. This week, I'm basically taking it one day at a time. It's been a really busy week for me, so taking it one day at a time. Alright, let's speed up. What up, Skyhawk? Good to see you, man. Plugin's pretty cool so far. I've only found, I think, maybe one or two bugs. And they're not like unplayable, like break everything bugs. Eesh. Putting those shocks to work. All right, let's watch that flyby. That's gonna tell the truth right there. That's what we're really gonna know what really happened today. In case you were wondering. So as you see right now, we don't see any of the AI traffic currently. I don't know where they are. There were none around us when we landed, so I don't know if they're rewinding too. I'm not sure. Look at that wing flex. Was not a nice landing. Not one of my best. I think we blew the front tire. It hurts your eyes. Ay, ay, ay. That's a firm landing, not a hard. I like that. I like that. It's a firm landing right there, boy. That's a firm landing. Good job. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, from the wing view, from the the clinch view. All right, guys, tighten up. My speed brakes were out. I don't. Were my speed brakes really out, or is that some kind of graphical glitch that's going on there? Because I thought I removed them. I hate when it happens too, 'cause I'm like, oh, like, did I really put them out like that? You see downtown Houston in the background. What up, James? Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. There's another plane landing out there in the distance. I don't know if, again, I really don't know if they're going by replay. Let's see. If I rewind, will I see him rewind too? Negative. Oh, wait. Did he pause? Because, like, if you use World Traffic 3, if you actually go into replay mode, it's still, like, replay mode keeps the AI traffic in there. But they pause whenever you hit pause or whenever you hit rewind. I don't even see him anymore. He was landing over here to see if he hit play. There he is. So, quick test. Alright, so I have eyes on him. He disappeared. If I hit rewind, still gone. I'm back in play. I don't see him. So yeah, I think it still runs, but I think they disappear in replay mode. Yeah, that's true. That's probably why my landing was hard, because the freaking spoilers are out. Alright. Any, uh-oh, I think it's about to crash. I have a feeling X-Plane is about to crash. Gonna go ahead and get my standby screen ready. There it is. Well, we did what we had to do today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And, you know, you're amazing and all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you again, Vertical Simulations, for the New Orleans scenery. That was great. That was a lot of really nice scenery out there. Really enjoyed flying out of there. And today you're taking a look at Just Flight's Traffic Global and really enjoying it. Yeah, hopefully you guys like it too, and let me know what your opinions are. Stay tuned for next video. And yeah, Alexander, Columbia, Limitless, Coast Doctor, Island Fusion, Skyhawk, Profile Gaming, James, Duggan, Glass, Knob, Starley, JT, who else we got in here? Branks, Daryl Ash, YSF Sim, IFS, X-Plane Pilot. I should do it in like a jazzy town. Let me do it again. Starley, JT, YSFM, X-Plane Pilot. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you're having a good night. Gotta get my old Negro spiritual in. Anyways, guys, I'm just being goofy now. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed Blue Air Radio on FM 116. Until next time, we got 3 choices: give up, give in, give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. Peace, love.